So, do you see this now? Does it look AI to you? Does it look like it's really difficult to make or really difficult to maintain? Well, you haven't had Tino show you how to do it then. Well, let me show you how to do this design. Take a look. So when a nail artist first sees something like this, they either think that it's AI or it's super impractical because of this bead. It looks like it's just floating on the surface, and it might catch on people's hair. It might fall off when people get home, and it's very intimidating without proper product and proper method to apply. But no worries, Tino's here and I'm gonna show you the way. Let's take a spatula and run over it like this, just so you can see how durable this is. Okay. So don't let the illusion fool you. Now, this is my first product. It is pigment based. It is used for pigment, but beside that purpose, it also is a very good white gels. I am going to apply right onto the tips. Beside the purpose of pigments, it is cured solidly and it's one coat cover. You can see here, see that? It's pure white. Now, apply just a little higher than the midpoint, and I want you to take an ombre brush and blend it out. But this is not a legit ombre because you cannot use a gel polish and doing an ombre at all. So right now I am just blending it just a little bit. Don't try too hard. Okay, blend it like it doesn't give you enough tips. Just like that, and cure for 60 seconds. So this is my next product. It's ombre rubber base. So besides its purpose for being a rubber base, which is eliminate all rigid on the nail, is a base coat that have color tinted on it, but it's also amazing for ombre because of its viscosity. Okay, so it's non-streaky. It's sheer, but it's non-streaky, and I apply past that blendy area that I just create. Okay, and then you take an ombre brush and you just target the edge right here and blend it out. That's it. Look, look. Isn't easy? Fabulous ombre. Hear this? Now your question will be, why don't you use ombre pattern gels and sponge? It's because these are colors, like the white are the colors. And if I were to use ombre pattern gels, then I will apply nude first and then I sponge the white on. But you see, this is me teaching you how to ombre with nude. And nude is actually not a typical colors. You see, a nude, it needs to be sheerish. It cannot be too opaque or else it wouldn't look natural. So if you were to take sponge and you sponge the nude on, it would take forever because it's not a solid colors. That's why I am showing you how to ombre with nude, and I created this gel especially for ombre because even though it's sheerish, it's not creating any streak because of the viscosity. Look at that. Isn't that amazing and flawless? Hear this. By far is the best ombre product ever. Best ombre nude product. Okay, now this is red Play-Dohs. We are going to take this and we are going to make little strawberry. A little more bigger. Okay, about this much. Okay. And we need 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Close this. Hammer-free, TPO-free. Anything that are hammer-free, TPO-free, I write in the bottle or the label. I'm taking now an index paper and I will roll it into a little bead like this. And then I will tilt my hand in one side and draw a little bit so it become like a teardrop. Like that, like a little teardrop. That's the shape of the strawberry. Okay. Then, let me clean this up a little bit. Okay, I am going to take out these nails. It's done curing. Look at that perfect ombre. Let me zoom in. Look at that. Right in front of your eyes. I don't even drive that hard. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I am going to apply on the nail. Be very gentle. Very gentle, just like that. And this, there. And you want to gently pat it down. It's like hammering it into the nails. It make the product root into the foundation, okay? And if you want, you can use a tool now to press it out a little bit, just so it's in like a perfect shape for you. Perfect size for you. Just like that. Okay, when it's big enough, like how you want it, you're gonna start smoothing it out. I am going to use oval brush and brush conditioning cleanser. I'm dipping it in and I'm smoothing it. See, that is time and place for everything. Don't use the silicone tool and try to smooth it out. It wouldn't smooth out for you. Silicone tool is used for pressing and sculpting. And then your brush, it is used for smoothing. Remember, time and place for everything. Don't try to eat the egg before it's laid. That's not a very good example. I don't even know how I come up with that. But you get the ideas. Brush is for smoothing. Silicone tool is for pressing and sculpting. Okay. Done. Now, when you're happy and satisfied, do not care. This is where all the tricky method come into. You just leave it like that. I am taking out my caviar bead. 6mm. The tiniest. See, this is a step that nobody know. Well, except for you. You know now. I am going to take out a crystal katana or a rhinestone picker, and I am just placing it on the surface and press it in gently. You don't want to completely sink it in. You just want to press it into the wet surface. See, this clay dough haven't cured yet, so you can literally root it right into the gel. Isn't that awesome? The easiest way to apply, by the way. Okay, press it in. Press it in, just like that. And in every row, I am putting one bead in between two beads. You get the idea. It's like laying brick. Okay, pretty so far? Now, move on to the other strawberry. See, it's not very hard at all, right? But if you don't know the way, then it looks very intimidating. But when you know how do I get there, it's actually not very challenging at all to do. You just press it right in. Again, press it in. Just push it right in. Push it like you in labor. Just push it. Just like that. You can do it. Almost there. Okay, 2 more up here. 1, 2. Okay, last one. Again, 1 here. I like to start at the end of the strawberry, but you can start at the beginning. It doesn't matter. Okay. Push it right in. And you can use bigger caviar bead. I like to use the 6mm for this because I want it to be tiny and refined. But you can use big one. Just depend on your taste. You can use 8 millimeters or 1 centimeters. Okay, just like this. Or 1 millimeters. Okay, so we're gonna cure this for 60 seconds. See, it's not really that hard at all. Now, your next question will be, well, how do I seal this? So you're gonna seal this bead by applying 1 layer of matte top coat, and I'm using Teflon matte. And the reason why I use Teflon matte, because I want to isolate the surface from chrome powder, so later on I can make this little gold leaf right here. Okay, so kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I am applying on the strawberry first. Don't just go all over the strawberry and in between, don't do that. Do it separately. Start on the strawberry, go over it. Down here, same thing. Go over the strawberry. There you go. Now after that, then you can start painting in between. See, follow the orders. Don't just start going crazy. In order for you to be accurate and for your work to be seamless, without you trying so hard, you have to do everything in orders like this. There, hear this? Every single move have to have thought in it, so you don't panic. Now, you're gonna use black mirror effect gel to adhere chrome, and then we're gonna use gold chrome to rub it on. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? I will show you how to make these beads shiny again later. Right now it's matte. Still look good though. Okay, we need a 7 millimeter brush. With mirror effect gel, you want to be thin. You don't want to be thick at all in your application, because mirror effect gel are very opaque. Very, very opaque. You only need a thin layer. Don't take the leap too seriously. Okay, down here. Dragging it out. 7 millimeter brush will help you a lot in these details. It's very pointy. Absolutely great for detailing. Okay, down here. This is pretty much the hardest part, is drawing the leaf, because so far you're not drawing anything. This is the first drawing, is some leaf. Okay, cure this, 60 seconds. Now, I am taking gold chrome, rub it on, and now you can really work on it with confidence, because you're not afraid. Teflon matte is already on there. Chrome are not going to stick to the background at all. See it? Rub with confidence. Rub like you have life insurance on it, so you're not afraid to kill it. Just go ahead. Just like that. Super shiny. Now you need the fluffy right here, and dust it off. I always like to take a clean shadow applicator and rub on it again, just to remove any excess dust. Now, normally I would take Teflon matte and apply all over the nails. If you wonder why, then you need to check out lesson 107 on how to secure chrome design. But this time, I would take Teflon matte and I will apply all over the gold leaf, but not over the nail. Just over the gold leaf, just like that. It's a little different. But you need to understand how to seal your chrome, and that is lesson 107. So make sure you check it out if you're not familiar with it. cure this. Next, you need to take our shined top coat, because I prefer my chrome to be shiny, and I'm using curling brush for this. I want my chrome to be super shiny so you can see it from space, like this. Underneath too, and you're working with a top coat, so it can be very unpredictable. So if you want to cure it in between like this, feel free to. See, quick, fast, and easy. Now, the bead, same things. Taking the brush and you just dip it in like that. Just dip it over the gold bead. Here. Again, dip it over the gold bead. Here. Last one. Okay, cure this. So next, I am going to have a 10mm liners and an embossed brush, one for lining and one for coloring or filling in gels. So that will be for French tips. I have this nail with me, and I already applied strawberry nude ombre rubber base right on top. And my material for this will be art gels. I'm using red art gels, and beside using it for the beautiful red colors, I am also using it for its smoothness. And if you are a beginner and you don't know how to draw a deep French, I'll show you an easy way. First, you go ahead and make the bottom of your tips. The bottom is like this, where it's not gonna go any further than this point. That is the bottom of the smile line. And then you need the spine. This is the spine. A spine is a split evenly between the nail, so you know where the smile line, where the middle point stop, and it's going up. So the spine is also very important. And then you need to draw the two sides like this. From here, you're going down just like that. So if you start here, then on this side, you start the same place, like right here, and then you end right here, symmetrical with this side. A straight line are way easier than a perfect curved line. Abstract curved line are easy, but symmetrical curved line, like in French tip, are way harder than a straight line. I am going to switch brush. So this is an embossed brush that I use. It's paints much easier. Save you time. Fill it in first, just so you have a sense of direction, just so you know what the whole thing look like. Okay, so this is what you got. So far, so good. Now, you're gonna take the 10mm liner or the 7mm detail, whichever you like, and you are going to give it a nice little curve right here. Everything is already sketched out. You just have to worry about this bottom of the smile line. Smooth out the corners, and then smooth out this corner. There you go. So the reason why this is a beginner method, because it's faster for me to just take a brush and just draw a French. But for a beginners, they have issue with symmetrical. It doesn't matter how hard they try, the French, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look nice and neat. And every finger is different. So this method is slightly slower, but it's guarantee you of the most beautiful French tip in all finger. Just like you have been doing now for like 20 years. So that is a beginner method. Is you rather have structure than not having structure. Freehand is harder. Hear this for 60 seconds. Now, you can choose a gel polish, but I don't like to use gel polish for French tip because then the smile line right here, it could be uneven, and then it also could be like not sharp looking. So I prefer to use gel pen because gel pen have more control than gel polish. Now, with how clay dough to press a bead in, you need a type of gel that can hold the bead very firmly, and that is clear texture gels. Okay. Using an oval brush, you apply this very thinly, and I would say go ahead and apply all over the nail for consistency. You want consistency. And you apply it thin because you're not using this to seal the bead. It just help you hold the bead and make it stay still in one place. So you can apply it without stressing. And I am going to use emboss brush, okay, to apply. And remember, you just want to make your brush sticky. You don't want to douse it with gel. So when you pick it up, it's easy to pick up. When you lay it down, it's easy to let go. That is because you don't have a lot of gel on your brushes. If you have a lot of gel on your brush, then it will be difficult to pick up because it will be messy. Gel will get everywhere. It will stuck on other beads. You might pick up a whole bunch of beads, not just one bead. And when you pick up a whole bunch, it's actually very difficult to deal with. Also, when you let the bead go, see, if you have a lot of gel on your brush, the bead will be resisting to let go. Like if you were to bring your grandmother to a nursing home, it's just very hard. It will fight with you and not let go of the brushes. So you gotta be very careful. Loading the brush accordingly. Just like this, like in the middle. Okay. Another one. Just like this. And on the sides too. I like to go all the way up. Like that. I'm doing it once on both sides. Like one on the left, one on the right. Just so it can be consistent and cohesive. Okay, hear this, 60 seconds. See the bead is holding it in one place. Let me shake it. Shake, 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 shake. Turn it upside down. Move everywhere. And look. Look at that. Staying still. That is very important, you guys. If you use like a builder gel, it will not work at all. It will slide all over the place. Kill for 60 seconds. The sealing method will be very similar with the strawberry. So you take matte, and I'm using matte just because we have no chrome design to do. So there's no reason to use Teflon matte. I'm gonna take this, and how you apply on the nail bed is like this. Just like normal. But how you apply on the bead is like this. You jab, jab, jab it in because it have textures. So it's harder for you to stroke it like this than you just tap it in like that to make sure that it's covered the bead completely. Then you can stroke it all the way through. See, that's method to the madness. Kiss it for 60 seconds. And you're gonna take shine it after it's clear and just apply right on the bead. And that's it. There you have it, a delicious, edible looking strawberry set without pesticide. It's wonderful. Look at that. Just tap it on the gold bead and you're done. And of course, you don't have to do that. You can just leave it matte. Cure this, 60-second cure. So remember, everything that I use in here is important, but clear texture gel is make it or break it kind of deals. You have to have this. Because when you deal with caviar bead, this will solve all your issue. But more importantly is the method. Remember the method that I use to apply, to seal, especially when I press bead into this clay dough. That is a chef kiss right there. That I'm just so proud of that strategy. I think of it all by myself. It's just common sense, you know, you just press it right in and top coat it. So don't forget to share with your friend of my YouTube channel at Tino 𝐂𝐿 and all the products that you've seen today. If you need any, go ahead and go on to 𝐸𝐻𝐿.shop and buy your product. And until next time, bye.